Welcome to BrittKnitsOKC. Hopefully the camera will stop bouncing around soon. I'm really sorry. I decided to record here on the living room floor just because it has good light, and Daniel's in the craft room working on guitar pedals and stuff. He offered to leave the room, but I was like, no, that's okay. I'd rather record in the nice light anyway. So I thought today I would talk about my yarn haul that I got at DFW Fiberfest a few weeks ago. Might be a month ago now, I'm not sure. I've been very busy, so I don't quite remember when it was or how many weeks it's been. It's probably been about a month though, I would assume. I bought a lot of yarn, and that's kind of an understatement. It was my first big fiber festival to go to. I've been to smaller ones, but this was the first like one with more than 15 or 20 booths. And I went a little nuts, as you can see. I'm trying to see, I don't think you can, I think that something that I bought was a gift, and I know that the person it's for is watching, so I'm not going to show that, but I will show it later at some other point in time. We went for 2 days, and we rode the train down to Dallas from Oklahoma City, and we had a really good time. We stayed at a hotel right across the street from the convention center. It was at I think the Irving Convention Center, and we stayed in this hotel called the Texican Court. It was really cool. It was like a really cool hotel. You guys should check it out online. Maybe I'll include a link in the box below. I'm just gonna jump into it. So I was so excited the night before that I barely slept, and I stayed up really late to finish a Ranunculus, which I probably should have put on, but it's in the other room. But I might put it on because it is quite hot. So I'll be right back. I think I have this on the right way. Who knows? It's very hot here up through September. Like, it's just getting cooler outside, and I have a tank top on underneath this. It's just getting cooler outside, so, and when we went to DFW, it was extremely hot. So I was like, I do not want to wear one of the sweaters or even the cardigan that I've made. So I wore this, knit this up in like 2 weeks, I think, or maybe a week, I can't remember. Anyway, yeah, we walked in, and the first booth that we saw was Moondrake. And she is from Oklahoma City. So there's her logo. And she's really nice. I got the Fuwa fingering weight. It's 30% brush cashmere and 70% superwash merino. And I got it in the color dark spruce, which is this really pretty teal. And we're going to make, I saved it all in my Ravelry so I would remember, because I have a bad memory. I forgot everything. My friend was going to make this sweater, and the yarn was just so pretty that even though I hadn't planned on it before, I am now. I think, where did it go? It's not in here. I think it's the poisoned apple top. I'll find it and I'll link it below with the yarn. Yeah, I think it's the Poisoned Apple top. So this is like really thin lace weight yarn. I don't know if you can see that. It's very soft, super soft. Yeah, so we did that and we saw her and she was super nice. And that was the first thing that I got. I got 4 skeins because I have absolutely no idea how much I need for this top. We'll see. I don't remember quite the order of the booths that we went to because we were there like all day. And I was very overwhelmed. I get crowd anxiety. I was mostly okay because I was with my friends and like they knew where they were, if that makes sense. And it was very calm for a crowd. Like if I had to be in a crowd with a bunch of people, I would rather it be like knitters. Because they like mostly are very chilled out. So yeah, it was okay. I didn't get my usual crowd anxiety. I think that the next booth that we went to was Wanderluck Fibers, which I had never heard of them, but their yarn was beautiful. And I got, this is sock yarn, so it's 75 merino, 25 nylon. And this color is called Piney Woods. It's coming out way lighter on the screen. It's more like that. So this color is called Piney Woods, and I got 3 of those. And then I got Sandy Shores, which is a very beachy kind of sand color. And these are gonna go together. And I'm going to make a, where did it go? Oh, I'm going to make the Bloom by Rachel Illsley, who is Unwind Knitwear. So I'm gonna make that. I don't know if you can see that because of the glare, but it's a very pretty colorwork sweater. So I'm going to make that with that yarn. I mostly have plans for all of the yarn that I bought because I don't like buying things without a plan, because then like, what if I'm short 1 skein for what I want to make with something? That's like the worst situation. So I try to avoid that as much as I can. Then I walked by the booth for Destination Yarn, and their tagline is hand-dyed yarn inspired by travel. Their booth was really cool because it was all broken up in like countries, or I think it was mostly countries or cities. I know that she had a Japan section that was very colorful. I liked all the yarn, but I'm not really a neon kind of person, so I wouldn't use yarn like that. But she had a Scotland section, and I am a little bit obsessed with Scotland. I think it's extremely beautiful. I've never been there yet, but we really want to go. Well, I really want to go. I don't know if Daniel does. I would really like to go to the Highlands and maybe stay in a cabin or something. I'd like to visit Inverness and Edinburgh and yeah, just basically everywhere. I want to go to the Orkney Islands. We'll see if any of this ever happens. I'm also obsessed with Outlander, of course. I found the book in a book sale at my college library, like in the basement, just randomly. I didn't even know there was a book sale in there. And I got this book. It looked really cool. I'm into historical books. And I started reading it, and then I got like 50 pages in, and I was like, wait a second, this is the second book of something. So of course I had to go find the first one, and then I was hooked. So I've read all of them now, finally. It took me probably 10 or 12 years. I just didn't I didn't rush through them, basically. And so what I noticed when I was looking, first I noticed this yarn. This beautiful, it has like charcoal and green and gray. There's the color right there. I think it's showing up. This beautiful green color. And she had skeins that were like just this color and just the green, and they were all so beautiful. And I was like, if I hadn't bought so much yarn already, because I'm going totally out of order at this point, then I would totally have bought like a sweater quantity just of the gray and the green. But I couldn't decide, and this one's called Eilean Donan Castle, so I had to get it. And I think that the yarn is called Postcard. Yeah, it's called Postcard. It's a fingering weight yarn, 75 superwash merino, 25 nylon. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make myself some socks out of this. I have made socks, and I've finished some socks that I sent to my dad. He said they were too big because I have no clue. I mean, I should probably have made socks for myself first and, you know, figured it out, but I like making things for people, so yeah, eventually I'll have to send him some replacement socks that are more socks and less slippers, but yeah, I'm gonna make myself some socks out of this. And I also got from their booth this Outlander bag. It says, Je suis prêt, which means I am ready. It's the motto for the, my brain just went blank. Fraser clan, I think. Yeah, one of them. And it has a stag on it, and it looks really cool. I like it. So I got that bag and this yarn from Destination Yarn. All of their stuff looked really cool. I'm probably going to say that a lot because everything looked really cool. I saw so many different kinds of yarn that I had never gotten to see in person before, and it was just really good. That's why I ended up buying so much. I did kind of go with a plan. I had written down like three or four sweaters that I had planned to buy yarn for, and I ended up buying a lot more than that. I had planned for it though. I just want to say that I had definitely planned to buy a lot of yarn. So one booth that I had planned on visiting while I was there was Stunning String Studio. And I think that they are based in Chicago or close to Chicago. I could be totally wrong. It could be Michigan or something. They're in the Northeast. And I got to talking to the guy, and I could tell by his accent that he was from the Northeast because I am originally not from Oklahoma. I grew up, well, until I was like 8 or 9 or 10, I can't even remember, in upstate New York. So we lived between Buffalo and Rochester in the middle of nowhere and in a tiny little village, and then we moved to Oklahoma. So my mom's from here, so yeah. Anyway, I started talking to them, and they were like super nice, and they have every single shade of every color you could possibly want. Like, I was absolutely in awe of their booth because it was just like a hue kind of like a color wheel thing. It was so pretty. But I had a plan. So what I got 3 skeins of Plump, and I got it in, does that have the color? Yes, the color Little Black Dress. So some gorgeous black yarn. I love black yarn. It's so beautiful. And then I got the same yarn in the color Gilded. So what I'm gonna do with this is I have had this pattern, and I did start this sweater before. This is, I think it's DK. I'm pretty sure it's DK. I had started the Rococo sweater by Sari Nordlund, and I stopped it because I was making it in cotton yarn, and it has lace on it, and I don't think that was a good idea. So I was kind of struggling with it, and it wasn't really clicking. So I took the needles out. I haven't ripped it apart yet. I didn't get far. I only got like that far. I ripped it apart, and what I'm going to do is, if I can find that picture, here it is. So the Rococo pullover looks like this. This is beautiful, beautiful lace at the top, and it goes down to like here, I think. Well, here-ish. And someone has knit it two-toned. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, that is what I need to do for this sweater. I have to knit it. Like, someone has knit it in this like gold color. I don't think this is the same yarn, but it looks stunning in this gold yellow color, like absolutely beautiful. And I thought, you know, I don't know if I would wear a totally yellow gold sweater that often, but I think I would wear one that is half gold and half black. So where is that picture? Now I can't find the other picture. Man, I am winning today. Oh, geez. Oh, here it is. This person did blue and gray, and it looks so pretty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do gold at the top where the blue is on this one, and black at the bottom where the gray is. And I might also do some stuff at the sleeve. We'll see with the gold. Like, I don't know yet. We'll see when it happens. And what if I don't have enough yarn? Like, we'll find out. So I got 3 gold and 3 black because I have no idea how much I'm going to need. And hopefully this is enough. Like, if it's not, I could probably make like the sleeve shorter or something. I don't know. That's my plan anyway. And I have no idea when I'm going to start these projects. I'm notorious for saying, oh, I'm going to start that soon. I'm going to knit this thing. I have yarn to make like 20 sweaters. Yeah, but they're not like on a time crunch. So I'll do it when I feel like it. I also got, on the first day, we stopped by Suburban Stitcher, and I am kind of picky about yarn. Like, I'm really picky about colors and the way that things go together and all of that. But I love all of Suburban Stitcher's yarn. Every single one. Their booth was so pretty, and she had some yarn kits that she put together, like gradients, like, what is it called? Fades, like everything was so pretty, and I was like, why did I spend so much money already? I could have like just bought as much yarn as I did just from her booth. It was gorgeous, and I'm like especially excited because I never got to see her yarn in person before. And I ordered one of her advent calendars, so I am way excited. Like, it should be coming in the next couple weeks, and I can't wait. And I don't know how I'm going to make myself wait for Christmas. I have no idea. I'm gonna have to have Daniel hide it or something, I think. I got these two colors. This like beautiful, it looks like flowers. I think it just reminds me of flowers. The tag is covering it up a little bit. It has like speckles in there. And I think it goes really well with this color. So what I'm gonna make with this, and this was totally unplanned. I think I did have the sweater in my queue or in my favorites or something, but because I am obsessed with all of her patterns. It's also a Rachel Illsley sweater, and this one is called, this is the color Marshmallow, and it has some brown and yellow and red and just really nice colors. And it's sock yarn, so it's 75/25, marshmallow and rosewood. And I'm going to make, I clicked on something, go back. I'm going to make the Exhale with it by Unwind Knitwear. Let me get a good picture up where you can see. It's color work at the top. I think it looks kind of like a garden gate a little bit. Yeah, just a really pretty Bridgerton-esque type pattern. So I'm gonna make that one with this yarn. I'm very excited about this. What else? And then one of the sweaters that I had planned to make was from the Pom Pom magazine that I got recently. I think I talked about it in one of my other videos. Where is it? Oh, I think I moved it up in my queue. Yes, I did. So it's called Epoch, and it's by Elena Dimchevska. It's from Pom Pom Quarterly, issue 42, Autumn. And I went to, I think it was the Miss Babs booth. And I got this beautiful yarn. So this is the sweater, and it has cables at the top. There we go. I think you can see that. Has cables all over. It's very pretty. And I got this, I think this is the yarn. I hope this is the yarn that I got for this. Go back. Yeah, it is. This is called Killington, and it's DK yarn by Miss Babs. And all of their stuff was so pretty. This yarn is 85% Polworth wool and 15% Tussa silk. So it has a little bit of a shininess to it. And it still feels very rustic, which I really like rustic yarn. I don't know why I didn't buy more rustic yarn, but I like it. And this is the color Provence. So like France. It's very lavender. Beautiful lavender color. I think I'm gonna knit this really soon because these skeins are giant too. They're 240 grams, 700 yards. So I only needed 2. I'm so excited about this. So I got that too. And then I got, that first one was not the poisoned apple. I just found it in my thing. It's the Souffle by Laura Penrose, by Penrose Knits. She has a YouTube channel. You should watch it. It's really cool. I think it's the Souffle that we're going to knit. Yeah. I said poisoned apple because I think Jenny is going to make another poisoned apple, or someone in our knitting group recently made one. But we are making the souffle with it, and I thought it would be very beautiful in this dark teal color. We'll see. I think that my friend Jenny wants to start. Actually, I don't know when she wants to start that. She was just talking about it, and I was like, that yarn's really pretty, and I'll knit that too. What else? So that was the first day. And I can't remember if I went to this other booth. I also don't remember the name of the shop. I will put it down below. They are a yarn shop in Whitesboro, Texas, where my best friend lives. So my best friend from middle school and high school lives there. And she didn't know there was a yarn store there either. And she crochets also. So I was like, well, I need to come to visit and we need to go to this yarn store. And I finally found a Coco Knits ruler and gauge. They're magnetic. They go with the folder, which I have right here. We'll see if I make a huge mess. They go with this folder thing. It's magnetic. It has little things on it, magnets. You can put a chart there. It goes like that. Very cool. I didn't buy this there. I've had this for a while. Daniel got this for me for my birthday last year. Or no, this year. Earlier this year. And this sticks to it. And I'm thinking that it will be good to like hold the line in charts. Like if I have a chart, I could go like this and isolate the one line that I'm working on in the color chart. We'll see. And just handy to have a ruler. This ruler is like really nice too. Very sturdy. And a row gauge. I never use these. Not a row gauge, a needle gauge. I never use these. I always have I haven't completely rubbed off the numbers on my needles yet, but there's still time for that. Yeah, so I got those. And then I also got these collage needles. I've been looking at square needles for a while, and I actually did get a cheaper pair, I think, or a set. I think they're Knitter's Pride or something, like Knit Pro. But I saw these collage needles, and I was like, those look fancy and they look really nice. And I've been looking for them and I didn't know. That's actually how I found out there was a yarn store in Whitesboro, because I was on the collage website and it was like, find our retailers. And I was like, yes, please. And the closest one is in Whitesboro. So I got a set of number 5 US 5 interchangeable needles. I didn't know what size I should get, and now I'm realizing that I should have gotten like a 6 or a 7. But I could like knit a hat or something, or just knit a gauge swatch and see if I like them. That's the whole point, is to see if I like them, see if they're supposed to be better on your hands. So we'll find out. They make a nice clicky noise. We'll find out. So I got them. They look really cool. They look nice. And I'm always on the lookout for things that are more ergonomic so my hands don't hurt. That's why I knit European style. Continental knitting. It's better on my hands and I don't have such a death grip, but I still kind of have a death grip on it. So I got those, and I got a cord for it as well. So that was the first day. That's all I bought the first day. I think I got this bag as well. I wasn't going to buy any bags because I have a lot of them, but these people were so nice, and their bags are very inexpensive, but they're very well made. So it's By the Bay Bag Co. And I think they're in Galveston. Don't quote me on that, but I think they're in Galveston. And I think this is the medium one, because my friend got one of each size. And I think I was comparing the other night at Knit Night. And I've been using this. I absolutely love it. It has a drawstring and a little thing. You could like walk and knit with this. Way easy. It has 2 pockets in the inside. Like one there and one there. They take up like half the bag with pockets. Cannot recommend these enough. They're so good. I think I want to get a bigger one. I've been stuffing a sweater in here. I'm making Daniel's Christmas sweater, and I've been stuffing it in here so I can take it to work on it during lunch. So yeah, definitely recommend that. So the second day, I wasn't going to buy anything else. Like, I was like, I have way overdone it already. Not buying anything else. It's not gonna happen. But then I went by a shop booth. I don't remember the name of that store either. I think they're in Waxahachie, Texas. They were super nice too. And the first time, I went by their booth twice. And the first time I was looking at this Daylight's American Cormo yarn, and it's by Harrisville Designs. And they have a range called Daylights, and then they have Nightlights? Or I don't remember what the dark ones are called, but they're so pretty. So it's these very woolly skeins of yarn, and then they have little flecks of different colors in them. And this one has lavender. It's called Lint. The color is called Lint. And it has little flecks of lavender in it. And I'm gonna get really close to see if you can see them. Yeah, that's so pretty. So I got these, and I got 6 of them. It's very nice yarn, and I think is it worsted weight or DK? I'm not sure. I'll have to look. But I found a sweater to make with it so that I would know how much yarn I needed. So I'm going to make the Kutar by Sari Nordlund with this yarn. Here's a close-up. It also has lace at the top. Yeah. It's so pretty. I love her patterns so much. They're so beautiful and detailed. And I know she puts a lot of work into them. I don't know if you can see. Yeah. I'm going to make that one with it. And I might make this one pretty soon as well, because the yarn is fairly thick. It's a DK sweater, so it should go quickly. And then I'll have a lot more long sleeve sweaters, like hand knit long sleeve sweaters. Because right now I don't really have very many long sleeve ones. I made a lot of t-shirts and things like that since it's so hot here most of the time. Where is the last sweater that I have? Did I not save it? Uh-oh. I'm not sure if I saved it. Because I went back. I went back to this booth. And because my friends were looking at stuff there, and I was a little bit bored once I declared that I was done shopping. I did get a little bit bored, and I was looking around a bit more, and I saw this other yarn and decided I had to have it. Like, I could not leave without it. Here it is. I'm gonna make the season sweater, and someone else has already started it in a different yarn. So this sweater is by Ozetta, and it's Haley Smedley. She goes by Ozetta. Beautiful. We thought this was brioche, and I can't do brioche. There's gonna be a class, soon. I think Katie from Yarn Adventure Track is teaching a class in Oklahoma City. I think in March. I'm not sure exactly. But I'm going to make this sweater. And I walked by, oh yeah, that shop is called U2 Yarn, I think. Yeah. Or this yarn is, I'm not sure. I think it's their shop yarn. Not entirely sure. Ooh, that's coming out gorgeous in the light. I got this Party DK. And it's in this like raspberry color. It's 75% superwash merino, 25% mulberry silk. The color is, I know that's a lot. I don't think they name their colors. They're one-offs and you can't get them a second time. And then they had the Sari silk lace yarn to go with it. And it's 75% brushed baby Sari alpaca, 25% mulberry silk. So this is going to be just like a lush, very luscious sweater that I'm going to make. And I could not help myself. Like this was the impulse purchase that was just like, should I get this? Probably not, but I am. And it made me very happy. I think this is the yarn that I'm like most excited about. Yeah, so that was my DFW haul. I'll probably do another video. I'm not going to say soon because I work a lot and my husband's working now, so he doesn't have time to edit the videos as quickly. So, and then we get home from work and we're like, oh, do we want to work on this? No, not really. We're tired and we want to like watch TV and I want to knit and yeah, that's kind of how it happens. I hope you enjoyed seeing my over-the-top yarn haul. Oh yeah, Wonderluck Fibers was also, everyone was so nice at DFW. Everyone was just like super nice. They were just handing out stitch markers. So there's their logo, you can see it, Wonderluck Fibers. And then they have this cute little stitch marker / progress keeper. It's a bird. It's very pretty. I just thought that was like super nice. And they were like, are you sure we don't have to, like, we haven't bought anything yet? And they were like, no, take one. It was very nice. And we also, they did a stitch marker swap. And I didn't make any stitch markers, but my friend gave me some that she had left over from previous years and was like, no, you should do it. I think I swapped like 3 or 4, but I was so tired and overwhelmed by that. I was just exhausted by the second day and I just did not feel like peopling all that much. So I just sat down and knit while everyone else was doing the stitch marker swap. Maybe next year I won't be so like, la, and I'll participate more. We'll see what happens. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this very large haul, and I will see you next time. Happy knitting. Bye.